Now I don't expect this to be terribly fast because, well, ooh, it's not bad. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing a 2023 Kia Soul. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Signer Kia here in South Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Soul. This one is available for sale. If you're interested, I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below. Definitely reach out to them. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into the video. Now under the hood we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an IVT transmission. Fuel economy is 28 around town and then 33 on the highway, with power outputs being 147 horsepower at 6,200 RPMs and then 132 pound-feet of torque at 4,500 RPMs. Now let's go over the front end of the Soul, which looks a lot more menacing than it did when it first came out back in the day when it was the hamster mobile. But anyways, this particular color is called Surf Blue. It's new for 23. I think it looks so cool. And look at the Kia logo here. You've got the new style of Kia logo, but like, it's kind of hard to see here in camera. This design here in the center looks so cool. It has this like futuristic vibe to it. We do have halogen bulbs on this particular package. And then you guys can see here with the bottom portion of the grille that it's dark in coloration. You do have the silver trim all around. And overall, the Soul just looks kind of more grown up, a little bit meaner. Basically, I like it. Now coming around the side here, I've got 205mm tires wrapped around 16-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you can see from a design perspective, well, first off, the wheels are silver and it's a 5-spoke design, but it looks like it's more spokes because the spokes kind of split off. And yeah, definitely interesting from a design perspective, I will say that. I love this little molding there for the fender. I think that looks really cool. And then this line as well, that also kind of adds to it. Now this one has the two-tone design, so you've got the black roof. They have another Soul over there that just has the blue roof, so you can kind of see the difference in terms of the contrast with them. But anyways, there's the side. Now here's our key fob. We have our remote start here. You've got the Kia logo at the bottom. We have our lock and unlock function as well. And yeah, overall, really cool looking key fob. Now as for the hatch, there's a button down here at the bottom. You just press that and, well, it's hydraulic, so it just pops right open. And then you guys can see here with the storage space is actually really good. Now this isn't a massive vehicle, but it's got a decent amount of height because of the boxy design, so it helps out with the storage here in the rear. And then if you pick up this little tab here, you've got the spare tire just underneath the carpeting. And when you're all done, they give you this nice handle that you can just use to toss it down. Now finishing things up with the rest of the rear, you guys can see again with that kind of black contrast from the roof going into the blue, and then also into the taillights here, which the taillights are really cool because they kind of go into this black trim, so it almost makes like a circle type deal all around. Again, you got the new Kia logo there, Soul badge down below, and other than that, that's the rest of the rear. Now here's the door panel in the back. You guys can see here with the padding, and then here are the seats. So notice here with the kind of design in the center, definitely unique. And then popping in, it's really easy to get in. You kind of just fall across, and then legroom's, whoa. Yeah, legroom, headroom are great. This is really spacious. And you got some USBs down below, and yeah, there's a closer look at like the pattern on the seats, by the way. Let's head to the front. Now here's the front door panel. Again, you've got the padding there on the armrest area. You've got all of our window controls here, and then the mirror adjustments, and, well, blind spot warning for the mirrors. And then here is the front seat. So again, same pattern there in the center with the cloth. The seats are powered, well, the front seat at least on this side is power adjustable. And also got the gas cap release. And then you got the pedals down below. And then you guys can see here for the camera, we got our auto stop start stability control if you need to turn those functions off. Steering wheel is manually adjustable. Let's pop in. So here is the steering wheel. You can see pretty basic from a material standpoint on the outside, and then you got the new Kia logo there in the center. We have some controls for like the pages button in the center stack. We've got our cruise control. Notice it has the steering assistance as well. And we have our voice command volume controls on the other side, turn signal light stock, and then our windshield wiper stock, and, well, there's the steering wheel. Here is the center gauge cluster. It's a full digital gauge cluster. If I press the pages button, you guys can see that you can scroll through some different menus here with the Kia Soul. And then notice we got a normal and a sport mode. Notice how it gets red and aggressive when you pop it into the sport mode, and, well, there you go. Now here is the infotainment system. First off, if we pop it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. Resolution is actually really solid. Now as for the rest of the infotainment system, first off, I feel like it's very nicely integrated into the dash. You got like the vents there at the top, and then you have analog controls here down below, and so yeah, overall like everything's great. Now if I press the menu button, notice that'll pop up with that for the navigation, and then you've got this little like drag tab that I should be able to, there we go, press, not drag, sorry. And notice how that will pull up with the media section right there. And then finally, you've got the home screen button here, and then that'll take you to like the main portion of the infotainment system. Overall, I feel like it's pretty easy to use. Response time's good, and so there you go. Dual zone climate controls in this particular Kia Soul, and then you guys can see here down below with the USBs and then the 12 volt. And it looks like we also have a wireless phone charger here at the top. That's pretty cool. We have our engine stop start button right there, drive mode select, and then we have the shifter for the IVT, fancy word for CVT, just saying Kia. Anyways, you got some cup holders there, got our parking brake, and then you can see the center console. Notice here with the padding. Normal glove box. And then as for the dash, it's actually soft touch, so that's nice. And then up top here, it's just tall. There's nothing too crazy happening. It has a manual mirror dimmer though, at least. So here's a window sticker for this Soul S. Very creative with the package name. Anyways, you can see here with the standard equipment, and then notice the warranty information, 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, 5 years, 60,000 mile on the basic warranty. Base price, $22,290, and they give you like the little compare section. Now this doesn't have that many options added to it, aka it has the paint color and then shipping and handling, right? Anyways, total MSRP, $23,930. I love how they call it inland freight and handling instead of shipping and handling. Anyways, let's take it out and drive it. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, and throughout the rest of the rear, and let's set off. Okay, so since the Kia Soul is a light-natured vehicle, we gotta start off this review with a joke. What do you guys call a Kia Soul that has been hitting the gym lately? Wait for it. Kia Swole. Yep, there's my dad joke of the day. And anyways, let's actually get to reviewing this car. So setting off here in the Kia Swole, first off, seat comfort is actually surprisingly good. Sometimes in these, you know, economy-based car, or, you know, economy cars, right? They aren't necessarily the most comfortable, right? You're giving up comfort and all that stuff to, well, have a very inexpensive purchase price. I mean, with what this sticker's for, it is just crazy in today's market. I mean, like, the average price of a brand new car, like $47,000, and this is in the 20s. Like, this is the definition of affordability in today's world. Ride quality is really good too. It's super smooth. Yeah, really comfortable actually. I like this, and the dual zone climate definitely, you know, makes this feel a little bit more on the upscale side of things, right? Because, well, it's just a nice luxury feature to have. It's something that you typically don't expect in a car at this price point. And notice how I am using the term car, and the reason I'm using the term car is, even though this kind of like has, you know, kind of SUV type looks in a sense, it's definitely not. It's more of like a hatchback. Might be like technically, I mean, you might consider like almost like a lifted hatchback in a sense, but definitely not a full-on. I wouldn't consider it a full-on SUV or crossover. I'd kind of put it in a weird in-between category. Definitely a weird in-between category, but that's what the Kia Soul's always been about, right? Is practicality, but also being affordable, right? Other stuff, I love this gauge cluster. Gauge cluster is super nice. It definitely just, I don't know, brings things up quite a bit with the interior. And we'll actually pop it into the sport mode. Now, I don't expect this to be terribly fast because, well, ooh, it's not bad. I wouldn't consider it a rocket ship by any means, but it's not bad at all. The IVT does a pretty good job with the transitions and everything, and overall I think that, man, it gets up and moves at a pretty decent pace. You guys gotta remember we're at like 4,500 feet elevation here, so, you know, well, actually Salt Lake's more like 4,100 feet. Don't want to prop things up too much, right? But let's get into setting things up here. So I love this new color. I think this color on the outside looks great. Interior wise, again, considering the price point, it's got some like this little thing right here, kind of some little quirky bits, but kind of reminds me of like a Mini Cooper in a sense, like with some of the interior bits. But overall, it all makes sense. And I can't really knock it because, again, the price, right? I know that I'm focusing on the price a lot, but seriously, like, there's not a lot of affordable, like, solid vehicles out there anymore. Like, this is in that same price range as like a Mitsubishi Mirage, which for goodness sake still uses a beam axle. And this actually, like, I don't know, I think it looks cool, and it has a nice interior, and it drives really well, and it doesn't have a 3-cylinder. I do need to mention that. Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm being really cruel to the Mitsubishi Mirage, but like, it's an interesting car. So yeah, if you're looking for, you know, I would call this like fun, affordable transportation, because like, even though this isn't necessarily like the sportiest from a driving perspective, it looks fun. It really does, especially in this bright blue. Like, you pull up in this and people know that you're ready to party. I don't know, but yeah, I think that this is still a great car, and I'm glad that Kia is sticking with keeping this affordable, because I think that's really important with the Kia Soul. And by the way, Kia, if you ever make like a wide body version of the Soul and you call it the Kia Swole, just pay me, like, you know, just like, I don't know, 5-10 grand a month in royalties. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. That's all, guys. That's gonna sum things up for our video with this Kia Soul. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Sander Kia here in South Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Kia Soul. Check out that info in the description down below. I'll see ya.